Is the land rocky? Is it slopey? Is it or said blom cancer tra yantam, all those expressions and all that. I think it's about topography.
Yes.
Which topographies are most suited for which kind of buildings?
So if you have a flat land, that is, you will not have any challenge. But where you have a hilly, definitely before you can build, you need to level the ground. It will come with cost. You have to do some earthworks, remove part of building, make sure the place is leveled before you can put your structure. In areas where there are, you see rock surfacing, we call it outcrops. Such areas it will be difficult to excavate and put your foundation. Yes, so those areas you need to avoid. Even though it can be done, but it will come with cost.
So if you have money,
yes, if you have money.
So meaning that before you build, whatever land, the nature, the type, or whatever characteristics of the land, it must be level before you build.
Yes, it should be
if
level.
If it's not level, you
line.
invest in more funds to be able to get to that level before you
can put up a structure.
So a place like Sokoban, on that Sokoban stretch, you know that town that is just filled with rocks. Everywhere is just made with rocks. That one, do you have permission to remove the rocks, being a part, like a natural part of the landscape?
Yes, it can be done. Probably if you can't excavate, then what you will do is you drill and blast. You make sure, like for instance, when they're constructing road and they want to pass through a tunnel, you have to drill, blast so that you get the place level for your construction.
I think that you've spoken a bit about the role, and the last time Lands Commission where you asked them, and I was actually educated. I thought the Lands Commission were just registering lands, but I was educated they do a lot more. So someone will ask, you are from the CSR, you are from the building and road unit. Someone will ask, what is really your role when it comes to an individual building, a corporate entity, they want to build some industry somewhere. Okay. What can the CSIR offer them?
So building and road research, that's one of the sister institutes of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. It's a one-stop shop for building and road research. My division, we are particularly into soil, to test the soil. There is another division, that's the built environment division. We have architects, we have civil engineers who design and construct. We have also surveyors who also demarcate your land for you. So it's a one-stop shop. So when you come there, you get the survey department to go survey your land. The construction division also have quantity surveyors who also give you the cost of your land. We also have a division that have been able to produce cement, that's the Kuzolana. So it's a one-stop shop for building construction.
That thing I didn't used to believe it until I saw it. The quantity surveyors where they see the land and they can tell you that 3-bedroom will cost this. Yeah. I thought it was voodoo something, some magic be. But I have a surveyor in the studio, so I'll be coming to him. So now my last question to you before I go to the Lands Commission. You experience, you've been doing last year, you were with us, I think last 2 years with Engineer Bediako and all that. What are some of the common mistakes that people come to you to rectify, that head out to, if they come to you earlier, would have been averted and would have maybe saved them some money, in the future?
Yes. Especially people will go design their building without doing the soil test. Then later, when they start building, or sometimes...
Oh, okay, so the design of your building has a certain link with the soil you are building
like
on.
The example that I give you, your chair, if your weight is more than the chair, when you sit on it, it will break. So what happens is, if you don't do the geotech, then you design your building. Maybe you are doing 4 or 5 story, but you don't know what is on the ground. After constructing the building, you might have challenges. That is when you have one part of the building sinking more than the other. That is what we refer to as differential settlement. Then the building starts cracking.
Oh, okay.
So when you come back to us, it can be rectified, but it will cost you. Sometimes, if you are not lucky, you can't even occupy the building. I think last month I went to one building site that has collapsed. It's about 3-story, and they have columns supporting the building. So during the construction, they realized that about 2 columns were sinking. So they decided to rectify. So in the process of rectifying, the columns gave way and the building collapsed. Unfortunately, it killed one person at the site. So these are some of the challenges. So before you construct, you need to get it right. You have your land, you have your documentation. You need to know the soil, what is there, so that the expert will advise. They will tell you where the depth you put your foundation, the type of foundation. If there is groundwater, we test the soil, make sure that there are no chemicals in the soil that will destroy your foundation. So it's very important
Maybe
that
even,
you do
even,
the soil test.
Even do the test, they will know that there's a certain gold there, then you turn it into maybe a small scale.
Yeah, if we also test the soil, so if it's good, you mine after mining, then you put your building.
You put your building there. Now let me go back to surveyor.